Hi, and welcome to How to Uncover and Overcome Self-Sabotage. I'm Andrea from Dominant Mindset Coaching. I was a dominatrix for 12 years and I'm now a confidence coach. And I love to speak about self-sabotage because it is the one thing that can come in and just undo all of my good work. And I'm with Yannick.
Hi, I'm Yannick. I'm known as the Naked Coach on social media, and I'm a confidence and mindset coach, and I'm fascinated with self-sabotage. So why do we do it? How do we notice it? And importantly, how to overcome it.
Amazing. And what are we speaking about today, Yannick?
Victim.
We're always having to speak about this stuff. Poor me.
Poor me, poor little old me. So the victim basically, best description of the victim is emotional and temperamental as a way to gain attention and affection. And it's an extreme focus on internal feelings, particularly painful ones, and may have a little bit of a martyr streak in them.
Okay, is there any strengths to being a victim?
So the underlying strengths before they were sort of like corrupted, if I can use that term, is the individuals tend to be very sensitive, tend to be introspective, individualistic. I can't believe I said that in one take. Perceptive of nuanced inner workings of the mind, and tend to be capable of using that to connect, inspire others.
Nice. Okay. And so my victim score was a 5, which I was super surprised at because I had myself down as someone who just isn't a victim. Like, take your power back, and that's all the thing that I'm about. So that was really interesting. And so I'm keen to know, what are some of the thoughts that I might be having as a victim so that I can recognize these things?
I'm a 0, so I wouldn't know. No, I'm kidding. So some of the thoughts, even though, yes, I scored extremely low as a victim for me, the thoughts that tend to get whispered in your ear would be things like, but no one understands me, poor little me, terrible things always happen to me, but just me, and I wish someone would rescue me from this dreary mess.
Okay. It's interesting because I wouldn't say, sometimes I have definitely felt misunderstood. And I think that was a lot to do with being a dominatrix, because that's a very closed off community from normal people. So it's like it created that barrier between me and normal people who weren't involved in being a dominatrix or into sex work or any of these things. So I definitely think that that's probably where it's come from, is that how do I interact in company? And one of the things that used to happen a lot was I'd get invited to places so that they could ask me to tell their friends stories about work. So it was like shiny penny, and I hated it, absolutely hated it, because I just felt like very othered, very outside of the whole fold of friends. So that was very, I guess that created feelings of, why can't I just be like everybody else? How come I'm different? Well, I want to be treated the same, but then I guess people probably did try to, and I've probably not been able to see it.
Definitely a possibility. And some of those other feelings, Andrea, is feeling of aloneness, loneliness, even when you're around people that you're close to, is another big one. Feelings of melancholy, abandonment, envy, and negative comparisons.
Yeah, I've definitely felt envy in my life. I wouldn't say negative comparisons, but I've definitely been one of those people in the past that if I can't be that, I'll be something else. So, if I couldn't be as glamorous and as big personality as someone that I admired, then I would just be as something else to compensate for that. So at one point I was super sober and super spiritual because I knew that they couldn't compete with me on that. And that was part of that feeling like a victim. So yeah, that's because they're just living their life. They're not living their life to spite me. It was just, they're just living their life. So it took
that was just your perception of it.
Exactly. It's just how I've seen it.
Yeah.
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 Interesting. So how does this victimhood keep going? What keeps it?
The justification. So it can sound something like, well, maybe this way I get, like, if I continue acting this way, then I'll get like the love and attention that I deserve. Sadness is noble and sophisticated. That shows really like the amount of depth and insight and sensitivity that I am as a person. So yeah, so those are sort of like some of the justifications that the saboteur might be whispering in your ear.
And how does this stuff start?
So the victim is sometimes associated with a childhood experience of not feeling seen and accepted, and coming to believe that something is wrong with them. So the victim is really a strategy to squeeze out affection from those who would otherwise not be paying them attention. And the mood mimics a false sense of feeling alive.
Yeah, I can identify with that. Yes, very much so. So this is cool. I'm looking forward to really digging into this on Friday. This will be probably be quite a hard one for me, I think. It's already bringing some like feelings up for me, so this will be interesting. So yeah, so Friday we have a Clubhouse chat and it's a Q&A. So if you've got any questions at all, or you've got any sort of but what ifs, you want to know something or something's coming up for you, then please be on the Clubhouse chat. We will answer your questions live. It's at 6 p.m. UK time. It's at 1 p.m. Eastern time. I've got it written down here. And it's at 10 a.m. Pacific time, because I don't want to trigger Yannick's stickler to come out if I get the times wrong. I'm only kidding. And we also have a Facebook and a LinkedIn group where you can join. It's private groups and you can get some support in there. We also pop some coaching exercises in there that will help you to really uncover a lot more of this. Those groups are called How to Uncover and Overcome Self-Sabotage. So we've got the Clubhouse, we've got the YouTube channel, which is this, and I'd love for you to like and subscribe to it so that you get notifications to let you know that we have released a new episode. And we also have, if you prefer just audio, we're also available on Spotify and and all good podcast platforms, so your Google Podcasts and all of these places. So if podcast is your thing, you like to listen as you're running or whatever you're doing, then please listen in there. And to start you off in your journey, then there's an assessment that you can do, and I'll let Yannick explain about it.
Yeah, so the assessment is available on positiveintelligence.com, and the assessment will take about 5 or 6 minutes for you to complete, and then it will basically give you a list of your saboteurs in order of strength. So once you've completed that, come and share the information in the Facebook group. If you have questions about it, again, Facebook group's a great place for that to happen. And if you want to basically have a live interaction with us, then join us on our Clubhouse series on Fridays.
Yay, excellent, good. So if we don't see you on Friday, we will see you on the journey, and I'm looking forward to welcoming you into the